Hello. Have a reservation in the name of Matthew Carmichael?
Hello, Mr. Carmichael. Matt.
Christine. Oh, look at you. I swear. Suddenly the St. Gregory is an enchanted place.
It's been too long. I thought you'd forgotten all about me.
No, never. Absence only extinguishes small affections, not the great ones. As the wind blows out the candle, it increases the fire.
Oh, always the poet. Oh, Megan Kendall, I would like you to meet Matt.
I know. Matt Carmichael, your godfather. He told me he was coming.
We haven't seen each other in 10 years.
Now, just look what you've done with those 10 years. I bet you've turned this old hotel on its head.
No, I'm happy to help keep it on its feet.
Well, what are we doing standing around? Let me check in and we can get down to some serious catching up.
Your room is all ready, Mr. Carmichael. How will you be paid?
Yeah.
I just have a few invoices to sign, Matt. Why don't you come up to my office with me?
We'll send up your bags. Nice meeting you.
Young lady, you'll brighten my arrival.
Thank you.
Here we go.
It's fantastic. Just like the Urbina Palace.
We've had a few kings and queens here ourselves.
How you say, here in America, every man is a king, huh?
Mark.
Congratulations, Lynn.
Oh, thank you. Mark Danning, Eduardo Valley.
How do you do?
Eduardo, you have married the finest masseuse the St. Gregory ever had.
And right now, just a very happy guest.
Well, enjoy your holiday. If you need anything at all, please let me know. I've already sent up some goodies to munch on.
I cannot tell you how much we appreciate this generosity. We're going to have a magnificent time.
Terrific, please.
Oh, Mr. McDermott. Hi.
Oh, hi, Dave. What's up?
I'm really sorry to bother you, and I know you have a tight schedule, but I have this friend who asked if he could meet you. You see, he's going to be doing
Look, Dave, I'm really running late. You just tell your friend I'll be glad to see him, okay?
Yeah, but...
Then, after I got the export company on its feet in London, I had a chance to invest in a silver mine in Mexico. Fortunately, the investment was a modest one.
Sounds like you've been living an adventure story.
That country is an adventure. Mountains, plains, lakes, and the people, magnificent. Yes, a man could die happy having lived in Mexico.
When have you ever stayed anywhere for more than 6 months?
Well, the world is a beautiful woman, Christine, and I intend to make love to her all I can.
Hello, Christine. Is Peter in?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Cabot, he is. But first, I'd like you to meet one of our guests. He also happens to be my godfather. Matt Carmichael, Victoria Cabot.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
How wonderful. Christine has spoken of you often.
Oh? Now I really do feel guilty about having stayed away so long.
Talk about around the world in 80 days. Matt's climbed the Matterhorn, slept in the Taj Mahal, and he's even kissed the sacred meteorite.
A sacred meteorite?
A ruby that fell from heaven to Mecca. They say it turned black because of human sin.
How fascinating. I'm having a few friends in for tea around 3 o'clock. I'd love to hear the rest of it.
That's very kind. I'd like that.
3 o'clock, then.
Looks like another ruby just fell from heaven. Very Monet.
Lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You know, the first time I went to France, I went to Monet's garden at Giverny, crossed that little bridge. His painting has always meant something very personal to me.
Well, I've been there myself. It's magic, isn't it?
How can you help but love a country that gave us Monet and 500 ways to dress an egg?
Oh, I'll have to reprimand our chef. He only knows 450.
I can testify that you and your husband have one of the most elegant hotels in the world.
Thank you. But my husband passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was clumsy of me.
It's all right. It was quite a few years ago. We had a long and happy life together. You know, I'd love to continue this conversation,
But you have other guests. Forgive me for monopolizing you.
No, not at all. I'm enjoying this.
Well, maybe we could continue it over dinner tonight.
I'd like that very much. You can tell me all about the sacred meteorite, Mecca.
Mr. McDermott.
Uh-huh. And you're,
Nick Desmond, Dave Kendall's friend. Didn't he mention?
Oh, sure. Look, I'm expected downstairs shortly, but, come on. So you're interested in hotel management, huh?
OJT.
What?
On-the-job training.
Oh, right.
Didn't Dave tell you I'm next?
Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, he is? Yeah, fine. I'll be right there. Sorry about this. Duke of Croydon is checking in. I always greet him myself.
Oh, can I come along?
What?
Well, can I go with you?
Oh, well, why don't you wait right here? I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Break a leg.
What?
Break a leg.
Oh, yeah.
So, how is it to be a masseuse?
Oh, it's more rewarding than you might think.
I think it is very sensual.
It is, but I also calm people's nerves and stimulate circulation.
You are very good, I think.
I try. It may not be the most important job in the world, but,
No, I think you're wrong. It is important you matter because of your work. I mean, unlike me.
Congratulations to you both.
Grazie.
Just wanted to bring a little gift to the newlyweds.
oh, Julie, thank you.
I'm so happy for you both.
Ah, Julie, nowhere in this world are people so good and gracious like here.
Where did you guys meet?
Last summer, in Rome.
Yes, we fall in love. We write to each other passionately. We decide we must be together. I come here as soon as I can to marry Lynn. So?
Is so.
What do you do, Eduardo?
Oh, I am to be in the field of cosmetics.
Ooh, it sounds glamorous.
Oh, one day my father said to me, when God was feeling very good, he sat down and he thought of a beautiful country and he called it the United States. It is my dream come true.
Well, here's to the dream and your new life together.
Salute.
Gotta go.
Oh, hi. Yeah, well, sorry about the interruption. Duke and I got to talking, and...
I once played a Duke. Period piece. I just love the classics. Velvet tights, plume feathers.
I think I missed something.
Didn't Dave tell you?
Tell me what?
That I'm an actor. I'm rehearsing a play, and my character's a hotel manager.
Your character.
Yeah. Well, I knew Dave worked here, so I asked him to arrange for me to come observe. Lend the role some authenticity. He said Peter McDermott's the man to see.
Look, Nick, I got a pretty full schedule. This could take a little more time than I figured.
Oh, no. I was counting on this being my breakthrough. I mean, I even talked an LA casting director into flying up to see me and everything.
Oh, well, maybe you could follow me around for a while.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. You're in my will.
Hey, you guys ready?
Sure. Dave's just changing.
Great. Justina's gonna meet us at the pizzeria.
Good. Hi, Mr. Carmichael.
Hi, Megan. I wasn't thinking too clearly when I checked in. I completely forgot that all my credit cards were stolen last week, except the one I used here. I've been using it quite a bit lately. I thought rather than overload it, I might just pay for everything in cash.
Sure. I'll just tell the cashier to tear up your credit card slip.
Thank you. Can I give you a check as a deposit?
That'll be fine.
Appreciate it.
I'm sorry about having to work late tonight, Matt.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about me. We'll have plenty of time. Besides, I'm having dinner with the second loveliest lady of the hotel. Well, the seventh day out, things really began to look bad. I mean, it's black clouds, 20-foot waves, radio aerial completely ripped away.
What happened?
What else? We drowned. No, about 4 o'clock in the morning, we finally caught sight of the China coast. It was...
Sounds like an absolutely insane voyage and a magnificent one. invite me to come along next time.
Well, I'm afraid the only sailing I do these days is on the dance floor. Shall we hoist anchor?
You'll have to forgive me. I haven't danced in quite a while.
Well, that's hard to believe. What's held you back? Work? St. Gregory?
I love the hotel. But I admit that I tend to let it run my life.
Oh, but you do it gladly. Hmm?
Oh, yes. Well, it's been my life since Stephen died.
What if you wanted something else? Something beyond those doors?
St. Gregory never closes.
You know, Victoria, you may be closing one door after another. Until one day you'll find they're really closed. Closed tight. You inside and the world outside.
Maybe I am waiting for someone with the right key.
I'll see you in the morning.
I'll be right here.
Buonanotte.
Eduardo.
Buonasera, Monica.
How's Lynn?
She's very well. Thank you.
Are you having a good time?
It's magnificent. It is so wonderful here.
Welcome to America.
Something bothering you, Carl?
No. It's just, before, I wait on tables in the Rome Cafe. Now, I eat fine food. I sleep between fine sheets. About to become an American citizen.
You finding it difficult adjusting to luxury?
Luxury is a fine thing. But perhaps it should not be every day in one's life.
You'll get used to it. Just as soon as my husband puts you to work.
How do I get used to your husband?
Just get used to sending this home to your family every week.
Tell me one thing, Monica. How do I get used to the idea that I've been bored?
I love you. Or can't that be enough?
Well, I can see why you love working for her. Victoria makes me feel 20 years younger.
Make a handsome couple.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Yes. And I'll sock the first person who toys with her affections.
You don't think I'm being foolish, do you?
I think you have exceptionally good taste.
It's just that well, we care about so many of the same things. She likes to laugh, and it's comfortable.
Well, pretty soon she'll discover that you're just a charming old rogue with a mouthful of baloney. Listen, I gotta get back to the office.
Christine, could you see if I could stay on a little longer? I'm only booked through tonight.
Well, if there's a problem, you might have a little pull with the owner.
Oh, excuse me.
You're supposed to knock.
But we are married, no.
Monica's $5,000 buys you a marriage certificate and my company for 3 months. That's all.
But I ask for no more. I am very wicked gigolo, you think.
I took the money, didn't I?
To finish your schooling with. Lynn, please try to understand. Monica is my sponsor. I care for her. I try to give her what her husband cannot.
It's your life.
But you don't want to spend any more time with me.
I wouldn't do that to you. I mean, if immigration were to suspect that we weren't for real, they'd send you back. I'll keep our agreement.
Ah, you think it's very bad of me to become an American this way?
We both did what we had to do.
So can we now be friends? Ah, in Italy, it is the custom for friends to offer gifts on their birthdays.
But it's not my birthday.
Ah, please, but on your last birthday, I was not here with you. May I? Please. Ah.
You're really a dear man, Eduardo. I hope you and Monica are happy.
Perhaps the only happiness is knowing that we do not always need to be happy.
I know that look. What's up?
How well do you know your godfather?
Probably wouldn't be here in San Francisco if it weren't for him. When I was growing up in Oklahoma, he used to send me postcards from faraway green places.
Made you want to see the green hills of Scotland for yourself.
At least the green hills of San Francisco.
What's he do exactly?
He's an international commodities broker. What are you working up to, Billy?
Well, I heard him tell Megan that he couldn't use his credit cards.
So?
Well, it left me with a funny feeling. I called his bank.
His credit cards were stolen.
Yeah, but that does not explain why he's $5,000 overdrawn.
Well, maybe somebody used them to draw money. Or maybe he mailed in his deposit and they haven't received it yet. It's an out-of-state bank, right?
I thought of that. But I also called the cruise ship he was just on.
Aren't you being overly diligent, Billy?
Well, Christine, it's my job to pick out men who pass bad checks and prey on rich women, especially if she's my boss. Did you know that Matt is married?
No.
The acoustics in there are really terrific, but of course, if the band isn't so terrific, then you might have a real problem. Why don't we go over the menu and see how you'd like to cater your prom?
ready for lunch? Yeah. Great. Here it comes. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Hold it. First things first. The honeymoon picture.
Come on, we pose for Dave. Just like paparazzi, huh?
Okay. Come on now. Big smile. Big smile. Put your arms around each other. Now, let's see a kiss.
Come on.
Here we go.
Nice kiss.
Come on. Here we go.
Matt?
Oh, I was just getting something for Victoria.
Matt. I don't quite know how to say this.
Well, then, say it.
There's a problem with your check.
It didn't clear, huh?
You expected this?
Well, it's happened before.
It has.
See, sometimes my personal account is overdrawn. My business manager is supposed to transfer funds from my corporate account into my personal account to keep it current, but sometimes he's... I'm sorry. I'll give him a call right away.
That would be a big help. In the meantime, I'll just arrange for a little credit.
It's very nice. Not necessary, but very nice.
Matt. Are you married?
Married?
Didn't you just go on a cruise with someone?
Oh, that. I was with a lady of the generation who feels uncomfortable traveling with a man she's not married to. So she asked me to register as man and wife. Since when did you become Sherlock Holmes?
I didn't. With the confusion over your check, our security man did a little investigating. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I'm the one who should apologize. He was only doing his job. Shall we, forget it?
Forget what?
See you later.
He was supposed to be like a fly on the wall. He's been more like a mosquito.
Nick did think he had overstayed his welcome. But please, Mr. McDermott, if you could just give him one more day.
1 day, 24 hours.
Less, much less. 8 hours tops. He opens tonight.
This is his first big break. He says he's almost got the subtext for his character.
I thought all an actor had to do was know his lines and not bump into the furniture.
Please, Mr. McDermott.
All right, but he's not coming home with me.
This is so thoughtful of you, Matt.
Well, I always feel flowers speak our emotions for us.
It's hard to believe you'd ever be lost for words.
Well, you know, there are some things that can't be put into words. Men of my generation need flowers.
It's not a bad tradition.
A woman like you must have inspired her. Will I see you for dinner tonight?
What do you think?
This is what I think.
Glad you didn't leave everything to the roses.
Of course. I'll be there at 1 o'clock. Bye.
Christine, I know Matt means a lot to you. I was hoping I was wrong about him. You're gonna have to hear me out.
I'm sorry, Peter. I have to talk.
Yes, well, you're more than welcome. Right with you.
Who are you?
Peter! Here are your messages.
I'll be with you in a second, Christine. The Chamber of Commerce canceled lunch on Monday?
Yeah. I checked your schedule, and Monday morning you have an 11 a.m. meeting across town at the bank, which I figured might run late, so I pushed your lunch back till Tuesday. Hope you did the right thing.
Nick, would you excuse us?
Oh, I won't say a word.
No, this is private.
Hey, I'm on my way. You don't have to tell me twice.
What's wrong?
Billy's found out that Matt's been less than honest.
About what?
He tracked down a woman Matt took on a cruise. He married her in Mexico, a rich widow.
Huh?
She lent him $50,000 to invest. The woman never saw Matt or the money again.
Billy sure about all that?
You know better than to ask.
We have to tell Victoria.
No. I have to.
Cappuccino, please.
Oh, cappuccino. Do I detect an Italian influence?
Maybe just a little. Eduardo's an easy man to like.
Then you understand why I care about him so much.
Oh, yes, he's very nice.
Don't you love his sentimental side? The way he talks about America. Sending me flowers every day. Paying for your suite.
Paying for my suite?
You didn't know?
Well, no, I thought...
That I was paying. Well, I tried to, but he wouldn't let me. He said he was officially your husband and that you deserved to have a honeymoon. He was going to give it to you. Eduardo thinks the world of you.
Does he?
He says you don't judge him, that you accept him for who he is.
Thank you.
My husband is an older man. We have an arrangement.
Yes, I know. Eduardo told me all about it. You'd never divorce your husband?
He's loved me since I was a girl, and I couldn't hurt him. But now, I need something for myself.
Well, sure, everything will work out for you, Mrs. Shawcross.
Oh, please, Monica.
No, I'd rather keep this formal if you don't mind.
All right. I understand. I just hope that you find somebody as loving as Eduardo.
Nobody forced me to go out with Matt.
You don't understand.
I do understand, perhaps more than you do, that people can be victims of circumstance.
Yes, but he...
Now, look, I will talk to him. Please, leave this to me.
You bought yourself a new dress. Ah, it's good shopping.
And I bought this just for you.
For me.
For me, for you. But not tonight.
Como?
Charles got through his business trip early. He's coming in from Marin County tonight.
Why?
No, he's having dinner with an old chum from the Colonial Club.
You said to me that you had an arrangement.
We do. But he prefers that I be discreet when he's in town. Oh, cheer up. At least I can talk to him about your job.
So are we alone tonight?
just me and Charles. And you and your American bride.
Victoria, there's something you should know about me. I'm an old fool. Recently, I married someone out of loneliness. Oh, it was an egregious error, and I had it annulled, but she's cost me a great deal of money, and it just ended badly. And she's still on the warpath, spreading lies about me. So, I guess that's about it. I just wanted you to know.
I appreciate that, Matt.
If you have any doubts about me?
I never have had any doubts. Oh, Matt.
Oh, Victoria, it's been such an ordeal. I think I've been running away from it all this time.
Oh, maybe we could run away together.
Maybe to France.
Giverny. Monet's garden.
Oh, now, be careful, Victoria. We're liable to do something impulsive.
You're right. The last time I acted impulsively, I married my husband. And it lasted 30 years.
I came back and found you gone. I thought I'd lost everything.
But I had to go. I didn't have any choice.
Knowing how much I needed you, how desperate I was to make you believe in me.
Will you say that now?
I'll say it forever. No one has ever loved you as I have.
Oh, darling.
Can't sleep?
No, not well.
Oh,
You look uncomfortable.
I'm so alone, my darling.
Please don't worry yourself.
I know about bad backs. You'll feel terrible in the morning.
It's nothing. You should see the rooms where I live with my family. This is paradise.
I can't even
It wasn't happy for you then?
Not happy always, maybe.
never understand.
But it was a good place. We used to talk to each other every night until midnight. Politics,
All that really counts.
music, love.
What about that woman?
It's over with her.
I see now why you're so
Really
special.
over.
You really should sleep on something firmer.
Perhaps I should sleep on the floor.
Why not? It's good for your back.
Serious?
Oh,
Serious. Maybe I can hold. Come on.
No, please, I feel terrible.
Lie on the floor. Let me have it. Come on. Just relax. I have magic hands. Remember, I do this for a living. Take your top off. Just relax.
I knew it. You have a gentle touch.
Depends on who I'm touching.
bella scusa. What are you laughing about? Huh?
Ma bella. Sounds like the Italian phone company. I don't know if I can handle this.
What's wrong?
Are you Monica's lover or mine?
From the moment we met, I knew you were the one. Monica's very attractive, but my feelings for you are different.
Different? Just while Monica's husband is in the hotel?
Liv, why do you do this? Huh? I care for Monica. I'm grateful to her.
I wish I could believe that. But $5,000 keeps getting in the way.
Well, you're thinking of the money we were making, love?
No!
Then I will tell Monica the truth.
Eduardo, I can't let you do that. What if she...
No, please. I will tell her the truth. And let the chips fall all over the place. And then we'll find the justice of the peace. And then we'll get married. Huh?
Eduardo,
Yes.
we are married.
Oh, what a country.
Look, Nick, there's a fine line between observing and taking over. I appreciate what you were trying to do when you changed my Chamber of Commerce luncheon. But this is where we have to part ways, my friend.
Wow, that was beautiful, man. The way you controlled your anger. I mean, it was there real strong, but you, I don't know, reined it in.
I'm glad you understand.
All I can say is that you're a pro's pro. I just hope I put your essence up there on stage last night.
Oh, right. You opened.
And you were right up there with me, soaking up the applause. Thanks, pal. I'll never forget you. You're beautiful, man. Never change.
Come in. Oh, hi, Christine. I'm glad you called. I was just going to ring you to say goodbye.
Uh-huh. Where to now?
Victoria and I are flying to Paris.
Oh, you're going to add her to your list.
What?
Well, there's Mrs. Hoskins, Mrs. Weiner, Mrs. Lennox. Shall I continue?
You really have become a Baker Street regular.
I'm not the only one. Your last wife reported you to the FBI. They're looking for you. So is the woman you cheated out of $10,000 in Palm Beach, and the lady whose chateau you stayed at for a few months. I can't remember the names of everyone who'd like to see you again. Why, Matt? Why?
What can I say? I intended to pay back the first woman I married, but I lost everything I had in a copper mine. I had to find other means of support.
You call bigamy support?
I had to buy time, Christine. I was getting in deeper and deeper with my investments, and
You came here to invest in Mrs. Cabot.
No. No, I don't expect you to believe me, but the fact is, I care for her. I came here to see you, to give myself time to figure out what to do.
You were gonna use me to cover you, get you credit, pay your bills.
Try to understand, Christine. Do you remember Oklahoma? The dust. The people so poor they couldn't afford anything more than a Saturday night blast in Wheatley's bar.
I don't remember it the way you do.
I swore I'd get out of that. I swore I'd make my fortune. And I almost did. I still can.
Not with Mrs. Cabot. You have 20 minutes to leave this hotel. Alone. I'm gonna tell them where to find you.
You'd really do that?
You've always meant a lot to me.
I wasn't lying when I said I care about Victoria.
I know.
I love her, Christine.
I'm truly sorry for that.
If I call immigration, they're going to turn you out of the country. Then what are you going to do?
Whatever you do, I will still find a way to be with Lynn.
Damn it, I feel so cheated. $5,000 worth of cheating.
I do not cheat! We'll give you back your money.
Oh. What do you think you're going to do now?
Move into Lynn's apartment. Look for work.
Eduardo, please don't do this.
I'm sorry, Monica. It was not planned. I have feelings for you.
I believe you do.
But love is something different, yes?
Love is something different, yes. You better leave before my husband comes back from the gym. You wouldn't have a brother, would you?
Is this a private conference, or can anyone attend?
No, we were just reading a review of Nick's play.
Really? Well, let's hear it. After all, it's my professional debut.
It's a long review.
I got a minute.
Yeah, but it's only from a real small paper.
That's okay. What does it say about Nick?
And the one performance that rang false was that of Nick Desmond. Although it's only a 5-line role, if any hotel manager were actually to behave this way, guests would be checking out before they even unpacked.
No wonder he didn't get me any tickets.
I feel so ashamed. It's my fault he came here in the first place.
He came here because he cared about you. That's not so bad.
He used us.
Oh, please, Christine. Have I ever shown you this stone? It came from the old Spanish inn that once stood on this hill. Buen amigo, en este lugar no diga usted mal de cualquier criatura. Good friend, in this place, speak no evil of any creature. I had a wonderful time with Matt. And I'd like to remember him that way.
At least let me pay his expenses here.
No, I've already taken care of that. It's a small price to pay. To find out that romance is still alive in me. And that I am one hell of a dancer.
Lovely ballroom. Always one of my favorites. Don't you think so, Kelly?
It's very nice, Mother.
Well, I think the extra bouquets you suggested will work beautifully.
Oh, good.
I'm glad you came early.
Well, we thought we'd make a weekend of it.
After all, not every day your daughter's betrothed. We're all checked in?
Oh, darling, this is Mark Danny.
Oh, yes.
How do you do, sir?
You're the one who's going to tell me how large a check to write. Huh?
Well, something like that, but we can iron the details out later. Why don't I show you to your suite?
Morning, Christine.
Hey! How about using your directional? We might have been killed.
I'm sorry, Peter. I was someplace else.
Can I guess?
I don't think so.
What do you think? A bad night?
Maybe a good night.
Hi, can I help you, sir?
Hi, G. Myers. I have a reservation.
Welcome to the St. Gregory.
Christine, hi.
Hi.
I just spoke with Doug, and he'll be here first thing in the morning.
Doug?
My cousin from Washington, the lobbyist.
Oh, right.
I told you the guy's a winner. A real Tom Selleck lookalike. We'll have a great time. Talk to you later.
I won't be long. A couple of hours. Hey, I thought you two were going out to buy up San Francisco.
I don't feel like it.
Love you, baby.
Love you too, Daddy.
See you all later.
Bye, darling. Couldn't you be a little more enthusiastic?
Enthusiastic about what?
Well, most young girls would consider this to be one of the most exciting weekends of their life.
Would they, Mother?
I don't understand. You've been planning this since you and Brad were in high school.
Well, we're not in high school anymore.
What is this sudden turnaround?
What turnaround? Daddy's the one who's in love with Brad Dodge.
Darling, I wasn't mad about your father when I married him. But he was a good man, and I knew that he loved me and respected me. And I also knew that he'd be a good father and provider. I grew to love him. That's really the way it works.
Is this your lesson of life?
Kelly, it's an engagement, not a life sentence.
Are you telling me to just get engaged? We don't have to get married? Hello?
Kel, it's me.
Mr. Danning, how are you?
I have to talk to you. I'll be in the bar off the lobby.
I'll get back to you, Mr. Danning.
Well, what did he want?
The music. He wanted me to decide on the music for the orchestra.
He's very thoughtful, isn't he?
Sensitive. Very sensitive.
Peter, I'm pretty much caught up. I'd like to take a little time off this afternoon.
Sure. Anything wrong?
Personal business. A friend has a little problem.
Well, give him my regards.
It's not a him.
Sorry. So go, do.
Peter, I'm sorry. I'll be better.
Christine, you could never be better.
See ya.
But I love you. Doesn't that mean anything?
We had an affair. That's not love.
What's happening to you? You're getting engaged to a guy you don't even give a damn about.
There's more to marriage than sex.
It's not a bad start. I don't understand how you can let your parents push you into this. This isn't the 19th century. You're not living in some Victorian novel.
I do care about you, David.
Kelly,
Daddy.
I thought we had an understanding about this.
Sir, I think that's the last thing any of us have. Understanding.
Kelly, do you think it's discreet for you to continue seeing this young man?
Is this what you want?
It's exactly what I want.
It was terrible. Such a lovely person. 31 and 2 beautiful children. I don't know how her husband's going to manage.
Was it?
Well, they opened her up and it was everywhere.
Sometimes you ask yourself, what's the point?
It's true. If you haven't got your health, you have nothing.
But, darling, you're not even dressed.
I'm not going.
But Brad's expecting us.
I don't care what everybody's expecting. Don't you care? Doesn't Daddy care?
It isn't just for him, darling. It's for you, for us. Why can't you believe we only want the best for you? Your father
wants me to marry a man I don't love to save his precious business.
You know, you've never done without because of your father. When you're born with a silver spoon, you don't know what it's like to eat with plastic. A little Dodge money could put your father back on his feet.
Mother, can't you hear me? I love someone else.
Don't you think I know what love is? What passion is? Oh, Kelly, please don't destroy your whole life for an orgasm.
Maybe I can learn to love Brad Dodge, and maybe I won't. But I do know one thing, Mother. He'll never be the father of my child.
What are you talking about?
The child in my body. David's. And I'm going to have it, no matter what happens.
Hello.
Jonathan? Jonathan Talbot?
It is you.
Victoria, how are you?
Well, I'm very well, thank you. Where have you been all these years?
Oh, the Four Corners and back again.
Well, you might have stopped by to say hello once or twice.
Well, I'm afraid that I've abandoned the social graces. And seeing you now, though, I think I'm a damn fool.
If you leave without a cup of tea, at least, I'm going to be very angry. I also have something more bracing.
Oh, no. I've been on the wagon longer than I care to remember.
Good for you, Jonathan. Listen, I'm in a terrible hurry. Would you please call me? I want to hear the entire travelogue.
I shall bring my slide.
Well, there's no question there's a mass.
I could feel it.
You see the white area in the upper left? With the ultrasound, it establishes the mass is solid.
What does that mean?
It has to come out. But all indications are you needn't worry. It feels firm and mobile, which is a good sign it's probably benign.
And if it isn't?
We really won't know till we see the tissue and examine it under the microscope.
If it's malignant?
We remove the lump, any suspicious tissue, some lymph nodes.
And what else? Please, doctor, I need to know everything.
Christine, don't get yourself worked up. We always let our imaginations run away with us.
It's not our imaginations, doctor. It's my breast.
Pregnant? Then what's all this carrying on about being forced to marry Dodge?
It's not Brad.
What? Well, then who the hell... Oh, God. The math teacher.
Well, you say it like it's a disease.
She's got to get rid of it.
Darling, she's not a child anymore. You can't just manipulate her life to suit your end.
You tell that to the bank.
What are we doing to her?
Saving her from a life that she'll regret. Now, the only baby she's going to have is a Dodge. If you can't convince her, I will.
I'll take care of it right away. Hi. I left the banquet room bookings on your desk.
Oh, Mark, about tomorrow with what's his name?
Doug.
I think I'd rather take a rain check.
Really? Gee, I thought the two of you would make a perfect pair.
I don't want to be a perfect pair. I just don't feel much like socializing.
Sure, it's okay. I'll talk to you later.
I must say you make a very attractive couple.
We'll have great-looking kids. Right, Kelly?
So, what's the itinerary?
Well, Fletcher Barton's throwing a little bash tonight. He'll probably be my best man. Anyway, we'll hit his place, then on to Mom and Dad's club. They want to show Kelly off to the crowd.
How nice.
Hello. I have been looking all over for you. Now, obviously, you are Kelly, and this is Brad, and I'm Jonathan Talbot.
Jonathan?
Oh, no, Margot, you are not seeing a ghost. I'm sure that Margot has not mentioned to you your Uncle Jonathan. You see, I'm the black sheep of the family.
How come you never told me?
Now, I know I'm quite a surprise, but you certainly are not to me. Margot, she's absolutely beautiful. You're a lucky young man.
What are you doing here, Jonathan?
I thought that I had overstayed my absence and that the least I could do would be to make an appearance at my favorite niece's engagement party.
Am I your favorite?
The truth? You are the one. The only one.
I hate to break up this family reunion, but we should get going.
We can go to a party anytime. This is my uncle. I've never met him.
No. Kelly, you go ahead. We'll have plenty of time to catch up. Enjoy yourself. This is a beautiful time, being in love. Take every bit that you can while you can. An elusive thing, this love business, don't you think, Margot?
Will you come by the suite tomorrow?
You can count on it.
Nice meeting you.
Same here.
Bye-bye. 20 years, and you just waltz back into our lives.
It's been a long time since we've waltzed together.
You work out the problem?
Problem?
You said your friend had a little problem?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't really expecting you back.
someplace else to go.
Hey. What's the matter?
Hey, look, can we go out and get drunk?
Sure, we can order up if you want.
No, I want to get out of the hotel.
Come on. Come on.
What's this?
I told Fletch we might be a little late.
Why?
Hey, getting engaged on Sunday. I feel like we barely know each other anymore. You used to think I kissed pretty good.
I'm not going to bed with you.
Tonight or ever?
I know you're used to having your way. I heard you were involved with a couple of married women at your parents' club.
Good news travels fast. What am I supposed to do? I mean, you clinging to this virginity bit like
you're
it's...
not adding me to the list.
Hey. I popped for the old solitaire, didn't I? Do I have to defend my intentions?
Why do you want to marry me anyway?
Who else would I marry? Aren't you the perfect girl for me?
I guess I am.
Hey, I'm just a guy with normal needs who loves you. Come on, Kelly.
Do you reserve a room?
I hate to see you doing this to yourself. It's 90%, it's benign.
That's what I said to my dad. About my mother. I said, gee, Dad, the doctors say it's 90% sure Mom's gonna be okay. They removed her breast. She was so pretty. Not that she looked any different. Except maybe to my dad when she got into bed. 9 months later, they removed the other one. She didn't look so good then. We all knew it was a matter of time before they took all of her. I remember watching her get sicker and sicker. Like a beautiful red apple, slowly shriveling away. She told the 14-year-old daughter everything was gonna be just fine.
I'm sorry.
She was 38 when she died. 38!
They've made a lot of progress in the last few years.
You think much about death, Peter?
Not any more than I have to.
I suppose it's inevitable, isn't it?
Not yet.
Margot? Margot? I was wondering where you were.
Look who I ran into.
Jonathan.
Hey, looking good, Ned.
What are you looking for? A handout?
I stopped worrying about money, Ned, the day you taught me how quickly one could lose it.
Was this your idea?
No, I caught the announcement in the paper. Kelly, it's a lovely name for a lovely girl.
Oh, I get it. You thought it was time to come back and stir up some trouble.
No. I thought it was time to come back and say hello to my daughter.
Okay. All right. What happened to the lights? I know I paid my bill. Oh.
Why, you... What's so funny?
I've never seen you on all fours before.
Oh, there's a lot of things you've never seen.
Yeah? What else are you going to show me?
Where do you want to start?
Hold me, Peter. I'm scared.
It's all gonna be fine. Better go.
Peter, don't go. I need you.
Early to bed and early to rise. I left well enough alone.
Ooh.
Yeah, have a little of that myself.
I don't remember what happened.
Oh, you should have been there. It was very nice.
We kissed, didn't we?
I remember it well. Fact is, I probably won't ever forget it.
What else won't you forget?
How you passed out?
Passed out? I never pass out.
That's okay. Those 2 bottles of Chianti probably saved us a lot of heavy recriminations.
Peter, I'm sorry.
About which part? Kelly, can we talk?
Nothing to talk about. I solved all our problems. I slept with Brad last night.
Oh, honey,
So you see, I can probably marry anybody you want. They're all stupid enough to believe the baby's theirs.
But you and Brad have been friends since you were just kids. We always thought that you would...
Please, Daddy, stop. Or you'll have me believing this was my idea.
Everything was great until that nothing came along.
Jonathan?
Oh, not that one, the other one. What about Jonathan? Is he going to blow everything?
He just wants to see her. He doesn't want to hurt anybody.
Come on, he'd love to destroy me. You don't think there's a grudge? He still thinks I ruined him. He probably doesn't remember what a lush he was.
You could have helped him.
Helped him? I picked up his mess, didn't I? Raised his daughter like she was my own?
Mess? Is that what I was? A mess?
I'm sorry. You know what I mean.
Why do you judge everybody by the thickness of their wallet?
Was there a touch of remorse in that comment? You never complained when he staggered out of your life. It strikes me as strange that suddenly you and your daughter think that the nothings, the losers, have so much more to offer.
That is a $1,200 suit, custom made. It hardly fits him.
Giorgio, yes, he does beautiful work. I should have him let it out, though. Put on a few pounds since I quit smoking.
Oh, he's lying.
Take it easy, take it easy. Excuse me, Mr. Talbot, but are you a guest in the hotel?
No, but I'm here to have a spot of lunch with Mrs. Cabot.
And that tie happens to be a gift
From his favorite niece, Uncle Jonathan. Did you wear it to please me or Mrs. Cabot?
Gentlemen, would you excuse us? We are late for lunch.
Please don't be annoyed with Peter for having discussed this with me. He's very concerned about how you're taking this.
I'm not doing real well.
Don't expect me to say you're overreacting. I had a scare like this myself once.
You did?
It's terrifying. And I also have a friend who's had a mastectomy.
How did she handle it?
She's learned that being a woman is more than having breasts.
I suppose I do sound vain.
No, you don't. And any man who can't accept you that way isn't a man worth knowing.
You take certain things for granted.
Like life. You should have a second opinion. Please let me call Dr. Newman. I'm sure he'll see you right away.
Mrs. Cabot, if it were you, and it was, you know, cancer, would you see if they could treat it, or would you not take that chance?
Either way is a chance. Every day is a chance.
I like being your favorite niece, but you're not my uncle, are you?
Well, don't tell your mother.
You and Mother were involved once?
Was I that obvious?
Why are you here?
Well, now's to find out why you're going to marry that boy.
Talk about obvious. If you knew my father, you'd understand.
Try me.
I guess it's really unfair to blame Daddy. Brad and I have known each other forever. We played house in second grade, and I guess everybody just assumed that we'd play house together when we grew up.
Now you find it's not so much fun after you're grown up?
Oh, it's not that. It's just, I want to play with somebody else.
Oh, and your father disapproved?
Well, he's not up to Daddy's decimal points.
How unforgivable.
The problem is, Daddy needs a little Dodge money to get him out of a bind. I guess I'm telling you all this because you seem like somebody who probably believes in love.
I've been accused of that.
David, That's the boy I want to play house with. We've made a baby, and I want to have it.
Of course you do. Never give up anything that comes with love, because you may never get another chance.
Now, if we combine both processing divisions, the savings could be substantial.
Exactly what I was thinking. Centralized sales in the Omaha office. Then both areas will be twice as cost efficient. Margot.
Uh-huh.
Victor has some interesting thoughts about putting us together with Teldar.
Really? How wonderful. Is there a spot for my future son-in-law? I'm sure that can be worked out.
Mr. Howland, Mr. Ned Howland.
Over here, young man. I'm Mr. Howland.
Yes, sir. There's Mr. Talbot expecting you in the Cavalier Bar.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You go ahead. We've got to call it a night anyway.
Well, it's been a lovely evening.
Good to see you.
Good night.
To see you soon. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
What the hell is he up to?
Two lovers.
You always were a spoiler.
Well, when have I ever spoiled anything for you, Ned? I gave you your wife, I gave you a child, and now I'm about to give you back your self-respect. Call it off, Ned.
You're drunk.
Probably.
Brad's her kind, he'll be good for her. He's substantial.
Just like you.
You do anything out of line, I'll ruin you.
Ned, you can't ruin me, you see? I'm nothing. You helped make sure of that a long time ago. Don't you remember?
Are you going to tell Kelly who you are?
I don't hurt people just to satisfy my own selfish ends. So what is it going to be, Ned? Are you going to tell the Dodgers that you're broke? Or that their future daughter-in-law is pregnant by another man? You get the tab, will you? I'm just a little short.
Was that hello or goodbye?
I'm pregnant.
Me? So what's the problem?
I slept with Brad so he wouldn't know.
My God, Kelly, you've got your head on backwards.
It all made sense at the time.
Why are you here?
I love you.
Well, maybe you should tell your old man that, or Brad Dodge next time you're in bed with him.
I'm not gonna marry Brad. I was just going along until...
Till what? Till the baby comes?
I'm sorry. I'm so confused. I'm just trying to do what's right for everybody.
Kelly, why don't you just do what's right for you? And for me. And for our baby.
Who is it?
It's Peter.
Hi.
I thought you were gonna call.
I'm sorry. I seem to have trouble communicating these days. It was pretty much what the other doctor said. He was very reassuring, but he said the longer I put it off, the greater the risk. If I called tonight, he could fit me in tomorrow.
Call.
It's a little like the dentist.
That's all it is. Let's get that tooth pulled.
It's not a tooth, Peter.
That's right, it isn't. Christine, you have to do it now. I don't want to lose you.
Will you be there?
Start to finish.
Is it okay if I tell you I love you? I mean, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Dial.
Dr. Newman, please. Thank you, Mrs. Cabot. Thank you for everything. Bye.
Compliments of the management.
Oh,
Everybody's keeping their fingers and toes crossed.
they're beautiful.
I'm saving the complimentary bottle of champagne till later.
Peter, you don't have to hang around all day. It's probably going to be a while.
Hey, the old hotel will never know we're gone.
Good morning. How you doing? Hi, Larry Newman.
Peter McDermott.
They treating you all right here?
I'm starving. I'm always hungry when I'm nervous.
Now, I probably won't get you in till early this afternoon, okay? But I have some papers for you to sign here. Standard releases.
How standard?
It simply states that we're going to perform the lumpectomy and that we'll run the lab work, the biopsy, in the OR. And if there are any problems...
Problems?
What we talked about yesterday, malignancy. We have permission to go ahead and do whatever's necessary, okay?
Maybe you better stay.
Let me talk to him.
He's a drunk, Margot. He told me himself he has nothing to lose.
He won't hurt Kelly.
To get me, I wouldn't be too sure.
Aren't you confusing the issue?
Just don't get it, do you? Don't you see the scenario? It's us all over again. Only this time he wants to be sure that she ends up with nothing.
It's not the same. I married you because I loved you.
Did you?
Do you have any doubt?
I was right for you, wasn't I?
Ned, we went through this 20 years ago.
The Dodge boy, he's right for Kelly. Is there any harm if it's right for us, too?
No harm.
Don't go bossing everyone around in there.
Hmm? You'll be here when I come out.
Come out, I'm just gonna scrub up as soon as you leave.
It's gonna be all right, isn't it, Peter?
Sure.
I mean, I'll be the same, won't I?
You're the same. You probably bore everybody talking about your operation. I don't want you to think I keep taking advantage of you while you're under the influence. You got another one coming when you come out.
Maybe we should do this when I'm more awake.
And spoil a good thing?
Hello.
Kelly. Hi.
Surveying the battlefield?
Oh, I just needed to be alone. Please, sit down. When you're young, it's difficult to see the whole picture, especially if passion is the most exciting thing in life.
You can say it, Daddy. It's called sex.
Oh, I have nothing against sex. Your mother and I have a very satisfying relationship.
So it's okay as long as you do it with someone who can afford it.
It doesn't just boil down to money.
You're stirring the pot. What does it boil down to?
Security.
For me or the business?
For all of us.
I'm going to go through with this tonight. For you, for Mother, for your precious business. For all these people, it would be too embarrassing to embarrass. But I am not going to have an abortion. And I am never going to marry Brad Dodge.
But there's one thing I don't understand, and that's all of this engagement business. I mean, if you want to do it, I say do it.
You mean get married or,
Both.
Excuse me, Mrs. Cabot.
Oh, excuse me.
Right.
How is she?
Peter said she's in recovery now, but he hasn't talked to the doctor. He had to go into another surgery.
Well, let me know right away.
Yes, ma'am.
Brad is talking about a honeymoon in the Greek Isles.
Oh, I'm sure Kelly will be thrilled. Good evening. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Thanks very much, George. Lydia, have a good time. How the hell could you wait till now to lay this bomb?
What can I say? You have every right to be angry.
What were you thinking?
About the past, I guess.
Nothing's changed, has it?
Oh, there are some things that just never change.
Well, I guess you've had enough fortification to do what you came here for.
Well, now, if you had stuck with me, then neither of us would be standing here right now. That would have been a change.
You know, I have no regrets about where I'm standing. If nothing else, you've made me realize that I did make the right decision.
What about your daughter's happiness? Doesn't that concern you? Do you think she's going to be happy marrying that boy?
Excuse me, everyone. Are you all having a good time? I won't take a moment to make my speech, but I'm afraid it's not the speech that you've been expecting. There's been a change in menu. Kelly Howland will not be engaged to Bradley Dodge tonight. The party still goes on, so let's all eat and drink and be merry. For tomorrow, we'll all pay the consequences.
I'm sorry, Brad.
Well, I never believed in long engagements.
Daddy! That took a lot of guts. Thank you. You're the best father I ever had.
Hi.
Hi. Peter. I'm all bandaged up.
It was a very big bandage for a very small lump. Your doctors are very insecure.
I'm all there.
Yeah, except for a little something you'll never miss. And I understand a small scar that'll leave you with little to talk about. There's nothing. I'm only sorry you won't be needing me anymore.
Sure I will.
I don't suppose we'll have any reason to kiss again.
I don't know. I have a birthday coming up.
Swanky place.
Well, it's lucky I brought 4 credit cards.
Nothing's too good for a wedding.
Yes, except nowadays the couple have the honeymoon first. And then if that works out okay, they live together. And if that works out okay, then they have the wedding.
Listen to her. Miss Romantic.
Romantic enough to want a man like dear old Dad before I walk down the aisle.
Doesn't every woman?
Sure. Why do you think mothers cry at weddings?
And we finally got the letter yesterday saying he finally sold the cabin.
Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. I know how much you and Megan love that place.
I don't know. I guess her uncle felt he hadn't used it himself for years.
Oh, well, you got to admit, Lake Porter isn't what it used to be.
What is? Nothing's the same anymore. Everything changes.
Oh, maybe not everything. The best things in life never change. Excuse me, Dave.
Hi, may I help you?
You sure can. Sarah Oliver and Patty Maloney.
The Terrible Two from West 78th Street?
I can't believe you guys are really here. This is fantastic.
Oh, look how slim you are.
sensational or what?
Of course.
So where's Mandy hiding?
Oh, thank you, Tilly. She checked in this morning. I haven't had a chance to see her yet.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's all go unwind together.
Unwind before this wedding is over. I intend to eat, drink, and totally fall apart. Oh,
Nothing like a couple of old friends.
Yep. One to talk to and one to talk about.
Hey, well, if that doesn't get our permits renewed, we might as well join the circus.
After hitting Snake Eyes with that Beretta, you got a long life as a bonded courier, man.
You didn't do so bad.
Well, hotel security doesn't pay me to fly around the country to all these exciting towns, beautiful women.
There's only one beautiful woman in my life.
Oh, wouldn't be that young lady you met in New York last month.
She's flying into town today.
You sly old mutt, that's great.
Maybe you've seen her on the tube.
What, are you dating Barbara Walters?
It's called the 30-Minute Gourmet. It's a cooking show on PBS.
Well, I'm afraid you're looking at a guy who took 5 years just to learn to turn the oven on.
Well, I got that figured out. I just don't know what to do with it once it's hot.
Great for drying socks. I give him 2 minutes aside. Secret life of a great hotel.
Cover story in the Paris Match wouldn't hurt our European bookings.
Terry, what's my calendar like tomorrow?
Let me check.
Trouble is, those journalists all think they're gonna dig up a bunch of sex and sin here.
Remember that Russian writer? He was fascinated by our TV sets.
I guess he figured they were watching him.
Tomorrow's bad. IRS day.
The IRS?
You're being audited, remember?
Oh, God. I forgot all about it.
Uncle Sam didn't.
Oh, darling, of course. How could I forget our first kiss? Right under the sign at the airport that said, start kissing early so the plane can leave on time. Oh, I love you, too. Oh, they're here. I gotta go. Okay, you take care. I love you. Oh.
Quiet wedding.
No chance. Here comes the chivalry of the century.
Oh.
Look at her. She looks fabulous. You're glowing.
Actually, she's shining.
Well, Roger will be pleased. He won't have to buy any light bulbs.
Oh, he sends his love to all of you. He's flying up from LA on Monday.
Oh, no sign of bachelor panic?
Oh, that man never felt a moment's panic about anything. We all know Roger.
Yes, we all know Roger.
How about a toast, girls?
Oh,
Great
great.
idea. All right, here we go. Okay.
To Roger and Mandy's wedding.
Oh. And wait, to all of us.
All right. And the next 48 hours, they're going to be unforgettable.
Oh. Is that a threat or a promise?
Take your pick.
Look at her.
Honey, could you get that?
Sure.
Hiya, Bobby. Welcome to California.
Yosemite, here I come.
Let me help you. Ever tell you about the time I had to run 10 miles with a fully loaded backpack?
Hello? Uncle Joe! Yeah, hi. No, I'm all set. Sure.
Hi, Tom.
Uncle Joe said to meet him out front. He can't find a parking place. Okay, fine.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
For me? A present?
Man's got to have a compass in the wilderness.
Look, Mom. It's got a luminous dial and everything.
Oh, that is really something. What do you say?
Thanks, Tom. The best compass I ever saw.
You have a good time. And you be careful. And I'll see you Monday, okay?
Did you really run 10 miles with a backpack?
And without a compass.
That army training sounds rough.
Well, it wasn't the Army. It was when I was training to be a courier. Hey, you go on, have a good time.
Oh, honey, don't forget your jacket. Can you say hi to Joe? I'll have fun. Okay. Bye.
He really likes you.
He's a great kid. He's so full of life.
And he's given us 2 whole days.
2 whole days. I mean to tell you how much I adore you.
Oh, what a nice thing to get out of the shower to hear.
I'm now seducing you in your weakened state.
Good.
Did you find those 83 receipts?
Still on 82. And your accountant's on the line.
Jerry, what's this stuff about 3 extensions already? You never told me. Oh, I guess it must have slipped my mind.
1982, a vintage year.
Well, you'd think with that $1 million budget, they'd have a little left over to teach the IRS some basic English, like how to write a readable tax form.
Hi, Terry. This is a friend of mine, Sarah Oliver. Nice to meet you.
How do you do? This is great. Who would ever thought it? 4 small-town girls.
All trying to cut a slice of the Big Apple in that old apartment.
We've all ended up running our own offices.
Mandy ends up with a man we all knew.
Maybe Patty should try lighting an old flame. She could use a little heat in her life.
I thought she was about to make vice president.
Oh, the bank is great. Hattie just has 3 other little problems. Men, men, and men. Sorry, Chris, I'm being a brat. It's just that I blew an account last week, and I've been taking it out on my nearest and dearest.
What else are nearest and dearest for?
Speaking of which, how's...
Tall, dark, and very businesslike.
The only man I ever knew who could balance love and work was Roger.
Sorry, Mandy got him first.
And they're gonna live happily ever after? Since when do you believe in fairy tales?
Need a hand?
What? Oh, I got everything.
A man who has everything? Maybe he needs a woman who knows what to do with it.
Christine, aren't you gonna introduce me to your friend?
No, I don't think so.
He used to serve carrots with everything. He would say they're good for your eyes. When did you ever see a rabbit with glasses?
Sounds like a great guy.
Dad taught me everything I know about cooking and about people. You'd have liked him.
I like his daughter.
You know, I've tried very hard not to care so much.
I know. I'm glad you could finally say it.
I didn't intend to, but
But it's only natural. You've got to go on.
I just keep thinking Alex was so young. It was so senseless.
I know you don't want to talk about it.
No, it's okay. It really is.
Was it cancer?
I almost wish it had been. Bobby still has nightmares. He hears the shots.
Shots?
It still sticks when I try to say it. Alex was murdered. He was shot down in cold blood.
Thank you. Mandy, you've hardly touched a thing.
Oh, well, I'm afraid the days of stuffing myself with Mama Christine's spaghetti a la carbonara are long gone.
Wish it wasn't such a struggle to keep the calories down.
It's not that hard. You just inherit good genes. You eat a balanced diet.
What's that? A hamburger in each hand?
Will you guys listen to yourselves? After all these years and you're still talking about diets. Why? Because
men don't like the bulge when women indulge.
Well, I don't happen to think you have to starve yourself to get a man.
Well, I hope you're not suggesting that's how I got Roger.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. It's just that, well, some women diet to keep their girlish figures and others to keep their boyish husbands.
All right, Sarah. Out with it.
Out with what?
You've been dropping inscrutable remarks about Roger all through dinner. How come?
Oh, Mandy, I'm sorry. I'm in a crazy mood tonight. Forgive me.
Well, I'm the one who's crazy. Always had a thin skin. Well, I tell you what, dessert is on me right after I get back from the powder room.
Yeah, me too. What's your problem, Sarah? Can't you just be happy for Mandy?
They're right. Something's bothering you. What is it?
Well, I guess I can tell you, Christine. Telegram from the groom-to-be or not to be.
Calling off wedding. Meet me in Rio? Love, Roger. Is this a joke?
It's no joke. Roger's asked me to go away with him.
Go away with him? I don't understand.
You will. You all will. They say the weather's perfect this time of year in Rio.
I like pleasing you.
I want to please you, too.
You do. Every minute I'm with you. Hey, can I tempt you?
Why stop now?
Here we are.
Thank you.
Huh? Hey, did the new one arrive?
Yeah, it's the bookstores next week.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She loves me. She writes cookbooks. Is this my perfect woman or what? Huh? That's Alex.
Mm-hmm. He's not watching us.
The name is Alex named Cowley, too.
No, that's my maiden name. Tom. It's okay. Alex will want me to fall in love again.
And as I give him his key, he tries to get me to enroll in his seminar.
That self-realization thing in the Windsor room?
Right. Now, he says the most important thing in a relationship is for two people to feel free, not to be burdened by responsibilities or guilty feelings.
Do you believe people make money selling that stuff?
Told him I was already enrolled in a self-realization class. Marriage.
Ha ha ha, Mrs. Kendall. And I hope you realize how late you've kept me up.
Hey, this is on me.
Oh, thanks, Billy.
Thanks, Billy.
See you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Okay.
All right.
Take it easy.
Closing in 10 minutes, sir.
I just wanted some coffee.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing down here?
I told Ann I needed some air. Look, it's all falling apart, Billy.
What's wrong?
Everything. I just can't believe it. Do you remember why I quit the Bureau?
Tom, you've got to let go of that.
I almost did until about an hour ago. You know who she is? This woman I've fallen in love with? She's his wife. She's the wife of the guy I killed.
I can't understand why you're so nervous.
You've never been audited.
I most certainly have.
You have? Well, what happened?
Another bagel.
Mm-mm.
You must try these peach preserves. They're marvelous.
You're holding out on me.
Mr. McDermott, Terry's on the phone. Miss Bradshaw from the IRS is waiting in your office.
Tell the executioner I'll be right there.
Oh, now, you mustn't take such a dim view of things, Peter. April Bradshaw is a reasonable woman.
April? You know her?
Oh, professionally speaking. This must be her territory. She audited my return.
Well, how'd that turn out?
Oh, it was nothing.
What's nothing?
Penalty here, and interest payment there.
How much?
$5,000.
You don't think this needs to be shortened a bit?
For a wedding, it's perfect. Oh, you're gorgeous.
Oh, I think I lost a couple of pounds.
And without even trying. I'm jealous. Everybody's gonna be looking at you instead of me.
Oh, thanks. You always know the right thing to say. I can understand why Roger is crazy about you.
Oh, well, I don't know if I can. I never thought he'd make this kind of commitment.
Are you kidding? He worships the ground you walk on.
Well, why not? Daddy discovered oil there.
Stop that.
Oh, Patty, did you ever think that we'd all be here like this?
Sure, 3 out of 4 women get married. Somebody had to start it rolling. I kind of figured it wasn't going to be me.
Now, why are you always so down on yourself? You're a big success at the bank. You have a lot to offer a man.
I offer. They negotiate.
You'll meet someone.
That's what Roger said.
And Roger knows what men like. When?
When what?
When did he say that?
Oh, last week we had lunch in L.A. I better get this thing off before I wrinkle it all up.
You didn't tell me you had lunch together. Neither did Roger.
What's to tell? Shrimp pasta, salad, chocolate chip mint ice cream.
Well, you could have mentioned it. I mean, we always used to be so close, so honest with each other.
Maybe we just grew up.
Last night was wonderful. You all right?
Sure.
You want to talk?
No, it's nothing.
If it was nothing, you wouldn't be sitting over there. If you've cooled on us, you can just tell me.
No, it's not that. I keep thinking of your husband.
I've done my share of grieving. It's enough. What do you want to know? The gory details?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
He was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You don't know who shot him?
No, just someone in the FBI. That's all they tell me. Look, let's not talk about this anymore, okay?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up.
You know something? I've told you everything about myself, but I really know very little about you. I want to know what happened before I met you. I want to know what it's like to be a courier and all that. Can you tell me?
Well, I've never really talked about myself to anybody. It's difficult to know what to say.
Well, there's time enough. Alex will not come between us. Not unless you believe in ghosts.
Oh, Christine, I just left Mandy.
I'm on my way up there myself. I've got to figure out this wedding breakfast. His entire family's arriving tomorrow morning, and
I got to tell someone. Mandy already suspects. What am I going to do?
What are you talking about?
Roger and I had lunch last week.
Great. I knew you'd get over him. Now you can just be friends again.
But I haven't gotten over him.
Don't do this to yourself, Patty. We all liked Roger once, but that's over. He's marrying Mandy. Come on, let's go see her together.
Oh, I can't face her. I feel so guilty.
Just because you had lunch?
Between the sheets of a bed in a Century City hotel.
Oh, Patty.
Oh, she had a taping, on San Francisco for a new cookbook.
Well, you were on vacation. Why didn't you go?
Last night with her was the longest night of my life. I can't be with her anymore.
Tom, it was an accident. Everybody knew it.
Everybody but a widow and her son. You realize the odds against this? It's 1,000,000 to 1 that we'd ever meet and fall in love. It's like someone saying they haven't suffered enough. Let's give them a little more pain.
It's bound to come out. You gotta tell her.
But tell her what, I'm a killer?
Nobody ever called you that. An accident, Tom. It could have been anyone.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was me and it was her husband.
So what's the alternative? To run away again?
But why not? I quit the Bureau because I couldn't face myself. Now I can't face her.
Hey, open your eyes.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I hope Roger likes it. The shoulders aren't too outrageous, are they?
No.
You know, I think the waist does need to be shortened a little.
Oh, I'm sure he'll love it. Roger's always been a little outrageous himself.
Christine, I'm not making a mistake, am I?
Now, why would you even think that? You've always wanted Roger.
We all wanted Roger. I love him so much, but I just keep thinking, why me?
You know, for a girl whose parents are listed in the Texas Who's Who, you are ridiculously insecure.
Well, that's just it. I mean, I never know if a man likes me for myself. Even Patty was talking kind of strange about him.
That's better. See how it hangs now? Perfect.
Everything is perfect, isn't it? Roger being transferred to San Francisco and me moving here, you already here. Oh, I can't wait for my new life to begin.
Look, Mandy, have you two really talked everything out?
Oh, there'll be plenty of time for talking after Rio.
Rio?
The honeymoon, of course.
The honeymoon, of course. I hear the weather's perfect this time of year.
Yeah, Jerry Gordon, please. Peter McDermott. Yeah, he was supposed to be here a half hour ago. Oh, you're kidding. How is he? No. Oh, no. Well, I guess I'll just have to figure it out myself. Send her in. Miss Bradshaw, this is a real pleasure.
It is?
Well, I know you're just here to help sort things out.
Well, that's a very enlightened attitude, Mr. McDermott. Most people act as if I'm bringing the plague.
Well, what's a little plague between friends? Well, the thing is, my accountant was rushed off to the hospital with a kidney stone.
Poor man.
So maybe you wouldn't mind,
A fourth postponement?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. The best I can do is give you a few more hours and come back tomorrow.
Well, look, why waste your time with me? I bet you got a big, juicy corporation you're just itching to get your teeth into.
You've got a great sense of humor, Mr. McDermott. I like that. But then I already knew that from your tax returns.
Hi. I'm sorry I'm late.
It's okay. I thought you didn't have to work this week.
I was helping Billy. How'd the taping go?
Fine. Would have been a lot more fun if you were there. Tom, there's something burning you up. I wish you would tell me what's going on.
I told you. Nothing.
That's right, you told me nothing. You're building a wall between us.
I'm sorry. They're just things I don't know how to tell you. About me.
Look, I'm in love with you. And I know you feel something, too. What are you afraid of?
Let's get out of here. I'm gonna tell you everything you want to know.
Mandy had some last-minute shopping. Where's Patty?
Aerobics class. Said to start without her. So, how's Mandy's gown look?
Forget the gown. How can you do this to her?
Roger's the one who's doing it. I never made any promises to Mandy.
We used to have such respect for each other. This just isn't like you.
What are you so upset about? I'm not the only one who's had an affair with him.
At least Patty feels guilty about it.
Patty? You're not exactly Miss Lily White yourself.
Not only is that untrue, it's vicious and small-minded.
Oh, come on, Christine. We all know about you and Roger.
Know what? You're the one racing off to Rio. What's happened to you? Mandy's your friend, and you're about to take her place on her honeymoon. I don't get it.
Call it passion.
Call it betrayal.
You're married, aren't you?
God, wouldn't that make it easy? I'm not married. What I am is so in love with you, it scares the hell out of me.
I've been scared, too. I feel like I'm losing you. I don't know why.
It was me.
What?
I'm the one who did it.
You did what?
Look, it all happened so fast, he got caught in the crossfire.
Who? I don't understand.
They wouldn't let me talk to you. The Bureau clamped the lid on the investigation, and I am so desperately sorry.
Oh, my God.
Believe me, it was an accident.
You killed Alex.
If you only knew how badly I feel.
I can't believe this is happening. You murdered my husband, and then you made love to me. God, no.
Problem is Bradshaw. I'm sure I can find it for you.
Hi. Looking for something?
Yeah, a gun.
I know what you mean.
They say this country was founded to avoid high taxation.
The groom's made reservations to go to Rio, and the bride thinks it's for their honeymoon. But it's for one of the bridesmaids. He's also having an affair with the other bridesmaid. All these hidden affairs.
All these hidden taxes. How about a place where the taxpayer can hide, huh?
They used to be my friends, especially Sarah. Now I don't even know who she is.
April Bradshaw.
What?
Didn't you just ask me who she is?
That good, huh?
Oh, worse. I'm going through shell-out shock. I could sure use a friend in there.
I wish I could loan you a couple. But I'm not sure I have any anymore.
Hello.
Ann, please let me explain.
Don't call me anymore. Don't try to see me. As far as I'm concerned, you're as dead as the man you killed.
Ann.
Come to hang a leper's bell around my neck, Christine.
Sarah, you've got to tell her what you told me.
Oh, it's too late. I've already spoiled everything for all of us.
We're still friends, aren't we?
That telegram I showed you, Roger had nothing to do with it. I sent it to myself.
What?
Before Roger started going out with Mandy, he and I were seeing a lot of each other. I just wanted to brag to you later how I turned him down.
Because he turned you down?
I felt rejected, humiliated.
And you did it to get back at him.
Look, I didn't mean to hurt anybody. It would have just been between the three of us. I never would have shown Mandy that telegram.
Sarah, that's still a lousy thing to do.
I know, and I'm sorry. But do you realize I could have had Roger in the beginning, but I didn't want him? And when I did, he didn't want me.
That is so incredible.
Dumb, dumb, dumb. I know.
Well, if it's confession time, I guess I'm next.
You mean the Century City Hotel room?
Never happened. Roger and I kissed on the cheek after lunch and left separately. He didn't even hang around long enough for the chocolate chip mint ice cream.
You never slept with him?
Sure, I slept with him 3 years ago after you dropped him before he started going with Mandy.
You and Roger? Good for you.
But why did you want to get back at him for that?
I didn't. I just wanted you to know that a man like Roger would find me desirable. Seemed more adventurous to say that it happened last week instead of 3 years ago.
I think I'm gonna cry.
It's all so juvenile.
And so destructive.
Can I suggest something better?
Please.
Chocolate chip mint ice cream.
Mrs. Cowley?
Yes.
I'm Billy Griffin. Maybe Tom mentioned me.
Oh, yeah, you're his friend. I'm sorry.
Could I please have a few minutes?
Nothing can change what happened, you know.
Mrs. Cowley, it was an accident. Tom and his partner were on a stakeout.
Yeah, I know. I read that thing they called the official report.
Then you know that their suspect was renting an office across the hall from your husband. When he came out with a gun in his hand, your husband opened his door and...
And died. My son lost his father. I'm sorry. Forgive and forget doesn't work.
I'm sorry.
Steve Francis again. Now, you seem to have lunch with him every other day.
Christine Francis, my executive assistant. You sure you wouldn't like some coffee or something?
No, thanks. Now, you understand these lunches can't be deducted unless you...
Unless we talk business. Yeah, we do.
So long as it's the right kind of business. Well, that's fine, then.
You mean you're done?
Well, no, I still have a few more questions, but I think it's better if we're fresh in the morning.
You sound like a championship fight.
Well, now, really, Mr. McDermott, the IRS is your friend. You shouldn't mind Uncle Sam's little tax bite.
Well, I just wish you wouldn't keep coming back for dessert. Speaking of which, maybe we could talk this out over dinner, if that's allowed.
Am I allowed to have dinner? Certainly.
Well, great. I'll call and make a reservation.
Am I allowed to have dinner with a man I'm auditing? Certainly not. Good night, Mr. McDermott.
What do you want from me?
I love you, Anne. I can't let it end like this.
There's too much against us, Tom.
Do you think I haven't already judged myself?
Right now, I'm not thinking about you. Or me. How on earth am I going to tell my son that I'm in love with the man that killed his father?
Then you do love me.
Hello? Oh, hi, honey. How are you? Having fun? Good. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Tomorrow morning? Great. I miss you. Yes, he's here. Okay. Okay, I'll tell him. Bobby wants me to tell you he could always find his way with your compass. Tom says hi, honey. I can't wait. I'll see you then. Okay. I love you. Bye-bye. Wait.
Friendship. Friendship. And Roger, much happiness.
Maybe you could give me some lessons in keeping Roger happy.
Who, me?
I remember a time when the two of you were very simpatico.
Well, sure. Roger's a wonderful man.
Isn't he? And he's brilliant.
Sensitive, but tough.
Lean and hard-muscled.
Maybe we should go a little easy on the bubbly guys.
And yet kind of lost and lonely.
Is that how he was with you last week, Patty? Lost and lonely?
Would you look at that old clock on the wall? Time to hit the hay.
It's not the hay that's gonna get hit unless I get some answers about who's fooling around with who.
Whom?
Mandy, you're imagining things. We're your friends.
You're right. Why do I have to be so insecure? Oh, this champagne is giving me a terrible headache.
Oh, there's some aspirin over there in my purse.
Thanks.
You're nervous. That's a perfectly natural reaction.
Oh, wait a minute, I'll get that.
Oh, my God.
I can explain that, Mandy.
Oh, what a great bunch of pals. Just stay away from me.
Mandy, there's a very simple explanation.
You are just as bad.
What did I do?
Oh, please, please don't play Priscilla Purity with me. You're the one that Roger has always wanted.
That's not true.
You don't have to pretend with me anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with Roger or any of you. As far as I'm concerned, you could raffle him up between you all.
I don't mean to keep track, Peter, but that is your third croissant.
Oh, I've been passing on lunch lately. I need something to carry me through.
Would this have anything to do with the IRS?
She questions everything.
Remind me to give you a receipt when you leave.
No, I'd much rather be audited by a man.
I would have thought you and Miss Bradshaw would have hit it off.
Hit? Oh, that's an interesting choice of words.
Obviously, she's resisting your charms.
She makes me feel like I'm trying to get away with something.
Sounds to me like you're trying to get away with Miss Bradshaw.
No, she's in love with her calculator.
Well, you can always skip out on the midnight plane to the Bahamas.
The only problem is she'd never let me write it off.
Why don't we call Roger in L.A.? Somebody's got to tell him what's going on.
Right. Get everything out in the open.
But how will I ever face him? I'll feel like such a fool.
Either you call or I will.
Sarah, you're never gonna be able to live with yourself if Mandy calls off this wedding. Of course. Then Roger would really be available. Sorry, bad joke.
Guys, this is me. I'm not used to eating humble pie.
Eat. A little humility will do you good.
Area code 213.
I know. And I always thought humility was looking shy when everyone told me how wonderful I was. Hello, Roger.
Give me that phone.
What are you doing?
When Welby gets here, I'm taking him to New York.
But last night...
Last night wasn't enough to change anything.
Well, I thought I was the coward who was running away.
Maybe I am a coward. I can't help myself when I see you, when you touch me. But that kind of love can't keep us together.
Let me talk to Bobby.
No!
I have to tell him. If I don't, I'll lose you.
You've already lost me, Tom. I try to tell myself it's all in the past. I say don't give away your tears anymore, but all I can think is, my God, this is the man who killed Alex.
Let me see Bobby. Give me that one chance, please.
No wonder your parents named you April. I bet you were born on the 15th.
As a matter of fact, I was.
Strange. Parents.
Not really. They were just audited a lot.
You're kidding.
My father still has the first dollar he ever made. Uncle Sam got all the others.
Well, then how come you,
Joined the IRS. I wanted to make sure at least one tax inspector was as fair and honest as George Washington.
Yeah, well, he never had to fill out a 1040.
You shouldn't take this so personally. Now, where were we?
You were in 1982, and I was in hot water.
If you just wait for Roger to get here. Talk to him.
I have no intention of talking to Roger. He can send one of his famous telegrams.
He didn't send it. Sarah sent it to herself.
Oh, come on, will you get serious?
She did. She just wanted to brag to me and Patty that she turned him down.
She wanted to what? Why?
Because Roger turned her down. Long before you ever got involved with him.
Well, what about Patty's rendezvous last week?
He didn't even stay for ice cream. Whatever went on between Patty and Roger was over years ago.
Well, there's still you.
There was never anything between me and Roger.
He's always talking about you. Christine is so bright. Christine is so beautiful.
So he likes me. So what?
But you wanted him, didn't you?
And I also wanted Robert Redford and Tom Selleck on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Christine, are you telling me the truth? The absolute, real truth?
Well, maybe not Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh.
See if I can twirl it on my finger here, huh? There, got it. There it goes.
What's for lunch? Meatball Heroes, straight from the best Italian deli in North Beach.
So, how was Yosemite? Did you see El Capitan?
I sure did. Never saw a mountain wall that high before.
Yeah, 4,000 feet, huh? You know, you should see it at night. It's like a big ghost leaning over you.
Fat chance. Uncle Joe's a worrier. The way he babies me, he'd think he was my...
It still hurts, doesn't it? You think you could ever forgive the man who did it?
Why should I?
What if it was me?
It's stupid. You're not with the FBI.
You know, it's funny. All the time we were together, I envied you all.
Oh, you think that's funny? I envied all of you, too. You were all so natural and honest and nice.
I'm the one who envied everybody. You're all so beautiful and glamorous and...
And it's been too long since you looked at yourself and saw that lovely, brainy woman who put herself through school, supported her parents, and made manager of First Mercantile's flagship branch.
I did do all that, didn't I?
I thought I was going to be the one left behind.
So I'll say it. We're all a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Make that lovable idiot.
Mandy, I think there's a gentleman at your door.
Roger. Darling.
Maybe in a couple of months I can try to talk to him again.
You'll never be able to tell him. And neither will I.
I don't want to say goodbye.
You have to. I do too.
Their auditing has returns that run into thousands.
Remind me not to be around when he gets the bill.
Okay, good taxpayer's got to live up to his responsibilities.
I'm afraid that's the way it is.
I guess I'm just gonna have to accept my fate.
You mean your $33 refund? I'll see we expedite it as quickly as possible.
Well, now, since I'm gonna be short of cash until then,
How about dinner at my place next Saturday?
well, if Uncle Sam doesn't mind, I sure don't.
Good. And Peter, don't bring your accountant.
The Lord giveth, and the IRS taketh away.
No, not this time. I think I'm gonna mix her one of my tax cocktails.
Tax cocktails?
2 drinks and she withholds nothing.